All right, Sir Bonnie, thank you. We're out here on the patio. I'm joined by Irene Costello and Joan McIsaac.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. We're going to be mixing up a couple different things here, but the name of your co-founders of Ruby Chard Catering and Effie's Homemade. And I just learned that Effie's is actually named for your mother.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So can you explain to us how we are set up here, and then a little bit more about your culinary company? It's been together for 30 years, the two of you have been.
Right.
We've been friends for 30 years.
Friends for 30 years. I'm sure you've been baking in part of those times as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the company that you put together.
Okay, do you want to answer that?
Sure. We started with my mother's oat cake recipe, which is this package right here. And it's a wonderful tea biscuit, and we just loved it and thought, okay, it's now or never, let's try to see if we can wholesale this product.
Yep.
And about 4.5 years ago, we launched the product, starting with the oat cakes and then coming out with 2 other tea biscuits following that.
So what do we have in front of us now?
Right now, here we have our corn cakes. Over here we have our pecan nut cakes, and then the original oat cakes.
And also in front here we have s'mores. Some people might think those are more of winter time around the fire, but
Right.
you're going against the rules here. That's for
We
a
are.
summertime treat.
We are. We call this the adult s'mores with a kick.
Right. And last week actually was National S'mores Week, or Friday was National S'mores Day.
There's a weekend day for everything.
There we go.
So what's in the s'mores? What's the little kick that you've added in there?
Yeah, so the kick is chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Okay.
And we're going to melt those with toasted marshmallows and then layer it, sandwich it in between a cut-up oat cake.
So the kids can have some of those, or is that
Well, it depends if you want them having coffee at night. It all depends. But
So before 4 o'clock is kind of the cutoff line.
I
right?
think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can
yes.
always use regular chocolate. Yeah.
So how are we mixing things up?
Okay, so one of our recipes is a great substitute for graham cracker crusts. And any recipe that calls for that, our corn cakes, oat cakes, or nut cakes make a great crust. So in here I have our crust, our corn cakes, with a little bit of butter, so it's together. And then I'm going to add our wonderful mascarpone and lemon filling. And I'm just going to smooth that out. And this is a really fast summer dessert.
So how much did your mother Effie come into the inspiration behind all these different desserts?
Behind the desserts, my mother was a fabulous dessert maker, but it was very down home. And she had us all cooking in the kitchen very young. But I don't think she would have used anything out of a jar, truthfully.
All homemade?
Yeah, all homemade, always, 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 always. So after you smooth out your cheese, you put on this beautiful lemon curd. We have a nice curd here from Stonewall Kitchen, and I would smooth that out with my spatula. And normally my cheese would be a little bit cooler so it wouldn't spread as much. Okay.
And are we not baking that at all?
No.
Are we serving
Not
it that way?
baking it.
Yep.
Everything
You chill
today
it.
is no bake.
Okay.
You chill it, and then we're gonna ring the edge with some blueberries.
Just around the edges?
Just around the edge, because I don't want it too much. I like the cheese, I like the lemon curd separate, and then the blueberries, so you get a nice hit of everything. And of course, the corn cake crust is crunchy and makes a nice contrast. And there's a little hint of aniseed in there, which is a little surprising, you know, in our corn cakes.
And this is put together very quickly.
Very quick.
Just
very
a couple
quick.
minutes for that whole dessert. There's no baking process, no nothing like that.
It's not exactly perfect, but look what we have here. Oh,
there it
look at
is.
this. Here it is. There is our beautiful summer dessert, very simple. This will serve at least 10 to 12 people, you know, at least that. And then we have some all portioned out. So, and you can switch up the fruit on the outside.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
And then on the s'mores, because I always forget how long you're supposed to keep that over the flame for. What's the proper cooking on the s'mores?
You just want to rotate it very slowly and until it becomes golden brown.
Okay. And a little bit of melting in
I
there.
have to say, to make a good s'more is patience,
Yes.
patience, patience. And don't get it too close to the flame. You keep it at above, and it's a matter of patience.
Okay, and the last item here is the yogurt, and you have the Greek yogurt that's in here as well, right?
We do, right. So we sweetened that up with a little bit of honey and orange zest, and then layered it with crumbled up pecan nut cakes and some seasonal fruit.
Excellent. And Joan and Irene, tell everyone how they can find you all.
We're at effieshomemade.com.
All right.
www.effieshomemade.com.
And I know a lot of people in here that are going to be partaking in some of your desserts this morning.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.